Well, people, I know what you're thinking. I'm about to review Babes in Toyland. But mind you, this is not the Laurel and Hardy movie, this is not the 1961 Disney film, and this is most definitely not the 1997 animated feature. This is the 1986 made-for-TV movie with Drew Barrymore, who was still pretty young at the time, plus Keanu Reeves, and a host of others. It's celebrating its 35th anniversary this month, and here's my review of it. As I know this film may not quite get that much love, but I am going to give this film some good old fashioned Big D justice right now. Ho 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 ho! This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Ho ho ho! So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1986 made-for-TV Christmas musical Babes in Toyland, released by Orion, along with the Finnegan Pinchuk Company and Bavaria Atelier GmbH. Anyway, starring Drew Barrymore along with Richard Mulligan, Eileen Brennan, Keon Reeves, Jill Schoelen, Googie Grass, and Pat Morita. The film's based on the operetta of the same name by Victor Herbert and Glenn MacDonough, but this version features a new score by Leslie Bricusse, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, along with select portions of Herbert's score. Now then, I'm going to try not to give the whole story away, the whole movie away, okay? Now, the film is kind of in a way similar to The Wizard of Oz in ways, except it's got a holiday feel and it's differently. Anyway, the film focuses on an 11-year-old girl named Lisa Piper, who is from Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, she takes care of her siblings and cooks for her family because her father's passing has made her grow up too fast. No time for toys and refuses to be treated as a child. And during a blizzard on Christmas Eve, as she's traveling with her big sister Mary and her boyfriend Jack and their friend George, who works with Jack at a toy store run by Mr. Barney, Barnie. But when they're going back, Lisa soon slides out on her new sled and kind of accidentally hits her head big time and is sent into the mysterious Toyland, where it's filled with various strange characters and Mother Goose characters. And she learns that and finds out just before Mary Contrary is to be wedded to the baddie of this, the cruel and unpleasant Barnaby Barnacle, though Mary loves Barnaby's nephew, Jack-Nimble. Well, Lisa becomes friends with Georgie Porgy, and well, they needed all the help they could get and what have you, so they apparently try and find the mysterious toy master. Well, and the only way to try and beat Barnaby is that Lisa really believes in toys. Yes. Apparently, but Barnaby does have a couple of goons, one named Zack and Mac, and a mysterious vulture-like monster with a single enchanted eye called the Trolog. Yes. But apparently, Barnaby is trying to take over Toyland with an army of trolls. But they do stop him and what have you, and well, once in the end, Lisa says goodbye to everyone in Toyland, and well, that's only the part of the ending I'm telling you. But I'm not telling you how she gets back, though. She does get a little help from the Toy Master, who happens to be, well, I'm not going to spoil that either, okay? Sorry. You'll just have, well, see for yourself, okay? If you have not seen this movie. So I'm not going to give any more spoilers, and that only bit I give you is that I'm not completely spoiling the whole ending, okay? So anyway, and you'll know how it kind of ends out, like how it turns out in the end, like the Wizard of Oz end. But anyway, I have fun nostalgia for this. I first remember watching this for the first time when guy from McDonald's in 1991 when they actually had some VO cassettes. Anyway, this movie originally premiered on NBC on December 19th, 1986. Now, but I'm reviewing this a bit early because the only reason I'm doing this because I don't want to try and review this on the actual day it premieres since I've already got the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring lined up for that day. So I didn't want to try and lose too many. Let that review get less reviews, okay? So that about covers it. Anywho, I do think the music for this is really good and what have you. It has some pretty good ones, including Cincinnati, that's Cincinnati, of course. And well, there's lots of others you get to hear. So anyway, now the film got released on VO cassette 5 years later in '91, and I still have it actually. However, the film was shortened to 94 minutes for its overseas theatrical release, and it's a version that received a worldwide home media release. As the film originally was almost 2.5 hours, 145 minutes, being unreleased. However, there is a way you can see it. The full uncut movie version of this is available on YouTube. You can find one with commercials and one without. One of them that was originally labeled with the director's cut is actually without commercials, and someone just put. And I just found another one of the director's cut, but with commercials and bumpers. Now, who knows? I might look into it since I've already revisited the film not so long ago on Amazon Prime. Anyway, I think maybe give this film a one-time watch. That's all I'm going to recommend this for. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Now, I love the performances we got from everyone. Drew Barrymore absolutely shined in this as Lisa. I mean, actually, the third time I've seen her as a young one. Of course, she had already appeared in E.T., the extraterrestrial, which, don't worry, I plan to review that film next year for its 40th anniversary. She was also in Firestarter. But anyway, she does absolutely great as Lisa. Next playing Mr. Barney and Barnaby Barnacle is Richard Mulligan, who most people know him best from, the late Richard Mulligan. Most people know him from the TV satire soap as well as Empty Nest, which would premiere on NBC a few years later after this premiere. Next, we have Eileen Brennan, who plays Lisa and Mary's mother, as well as Widow Hubbard. Next is Keon Reeves, who this was still before he even made a big breakthrough in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and of course movies like Bill and Ted and Point Break, and this was way before The Matrix or even John Wick. He plays Jack, and in Toyland, he's Jack-Be-Nimble. Pretty cool, huh? Next, playing Mary Piper, aka Mary Contrary, in Toyland is Scream Queen Jill Schoelen, who the following year would be in The Stepfather, and she'd also be in several other horror flicks, thus dubbing her as a Scream Queen. Googie Gress plays George and Georgie Porgy. Playing the Toy Master is none other than Mr. Miyagi of the Karate Kid films, the original series, Pat Morita. Plus, there's a host of others, but that's all I'm telling you. The the ones I'm familiar with are the only ones I mentioned. So anyway, I still would recommend you give this film a one-time watch. Watch the year version. Like I said, I haven't seen the actual director's cut televised version of this film yet, but I plan to maybe later on in the month. But anyway, that's about it. That's all I can tell you. I loved Babes in Toyland from 1986. It's a childhood favorite of mine. I really loved it. And I don't care what anybody says. You be the judge, okay? Now, I have seen bits of the 97 animated one, which, it's okay. It's not great, though. I doubt I will review it. I do know that this year marked the 60 years since Disney's film came out, but I haven't seen that yet. I might watch it, but I can't guarantee you a review, though. The Laurel and Hardy movie, well, I think that may be for another time. I don't know. But anyway, give the 1986 Babes in Toyland a one-time watch, just to be on the safe side, alright? But I think your kids might like it, though. I know they'll absolutely love it. Or they may not. But again, you be the judge. So what are your thoughts on Babes in Toyland from 1986? You can tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of another underrated Christmas flick that's actually got an anniversary coming up, and that's Unaccompanied Minors. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to consider check out my reviews for these other holiday flicks. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the classic White Christmas from 1954, which is also a musical, or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my review for another underrated Christmas flick, All I Want for Christmas from 1991. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of The Wizard of Oz from 1939. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.